Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome to another toy news. Today the TAMASHII NATION 2020 has finally revealed lots of upcoming figures as well as some of those figures that is already on pre-order. I'm very excited to be bringing this news to you guys, especially for the Dragon Balls as well as the Marvel series. Okay, so let's start with the Dragon Ball this time because there are lots more things to share as compared to the Marvel side. Okay. So for the Dragon Ball, there are 6 displays that being put up, and each of the display will be very interesting because there are something new in each one of them, and I'll go through it with you guys one by one. Okay, so let's get through the very first Dragon Ball series. And as you can see from this Dragon Ball display, there is something new over there that I believe you should have catch it. Yes, it is lunch. So this figure will be coming up with 2 interchangeable heads for you guys. And right up next, we'll move on to the Dragon Ball Z display. Okay, so this one we can see all the 9 characters of the Dragon Ball Warrior, and I must say that there are only 3 figures which are not new, which is the Vegeta, Krillin as well as Trunks. Okay, so we have new Piccolo 2.0 that is already up for pre-orders, and the Super Saiyan Goku, I will discuss that later. And we can see Teen Gohan, which is already up for pre-orders, and it should be released within these few months if I'm not wrong. So we can see the younger version of Yamcha as well as Tien. Okay, so these two, the TAMASHII Nations are very happy with my YouTube channel, so they actually sent me a sample for me to show it to you guys. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Okay, so these two are actually from the demonical feats. Okay, the accessories for this Tien as well as the heads for the Yamcha is actually from the demonical feats, and you can see how close they are, resembles the real thing from the SH Figuarts. And also finally we'll be getting a proper Chaozu, which is an articulated figure, unlike the previous one that we have, which is like a statue, like a back hugging statue that she doesn't have much articulation, only the head can be turned around. Yep. So we're finally getting a proper Chaozu, but I believe this Chaozu is small enough for them to be released as a separate figure, so I think it will become tagging along with Tien again this time. And right up next, still on the Dragon Ball Z collections that you can see now. So this one we will have a lot more things to see because there are quite a few of the new figures that we can see. So I will start from the left. We can see there's a repaint of Nappa. So this Nappa is more like the anime version as compared to the ones that we gotten, which is, they say, is more like the manga version. So you can see the difference in terms of the paints in the armor. Yep, so I believe it will be the totally same figure except for just some repaints of color. And the next big guy we see is Raditz, which I think he looks pretty good, and I have still not placed my pre-order yet. So next one we will see the Teen Gohan, like the one that we seen earlier. It comes together with different heads. And the next one of course is the interesting Planet Namek Bulma, which I most probably will pre-order it because I kind of like Bulma in any of the variants. I will collect all the variants of the Bulma. And of course the first form Frieza that is up for pre-order in Ami today. And the next one is Goku's father Bardock, which is also on pre-order already. And next we'll take a look at the Captain Ginyu Force. Wow, it's such a nice group to see, but of course you have to spend a fortune to get every one of it. So we'll see these 2 guys, which is Barter and Galdo, which is looking very good here. And the next one is Raccoon, which is also out for pre-order, and he's looking very huge there, or that's what she said. And the next one is probably what catches my attention, which is the first form Cell Cocoon. Okay, I have it. Of course this is not, this is from the what do you call, the Bandai model kits for the Trunks time travel machines. I actually repaint it, so it actually looks more real now. Initially it was just pure green, you know, I kind of repaint it to looks a little bit more realistic. So this cocoon actually looks pretty good because you can really see that there are some articulations there, which I'm not sure even why, because I don't think you need any articulations for this thing because it's supposed to be a dead skin. So what actually catches my attention is, are they going to release the first form Cell, which I've been waiting for? Okay, so moving on to the Dragon Ball Super, we can see right over here whereby there's only one new thing, which is Hit. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not really interested in him somehow. And the next one is a display full of Gokus that you can see right over now. Wow, I mean, there's so many Gokus and I can't believe that I have each and every one of it except for 2 new Gokus. Can you spot that? Yes. These are the 2 new Gokus that you can see, which is also being displayed just now that I say I will discuss it later. Yep, it's the Super Saiyan Goku, which is, I believe, it's about time to actually replace this Super Saiyan Goku. And it looks very, very good. And of course, it's a dream comes true. The Super Saiyan Goku 2, which I have been waiting for a long time, and they finally release it. Okay, so wow, I just can't wait to get him. He looks pretty good there. And one thing I do notice between this Super Saiyan 2 and the Super Saiyan Goku, they kind of have the same body. So I really hope this is another 2-in-1 whereby they give us 2 heads. And of course, I believe you guys have noticed there's a tag there that says coming soon. So what is the next Goku that they will announce? And I think a few of you guys actually guessed that it could be a Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the Dragon Ball GT. And the final display, which is a pretty interesting and something new to me, which is like a diorama restaurant for Goku to fit in. Okay, so as we know, Goku likes to eat a lot, and this set's kind of like just made for him with, you know, all the foods that you can see, all the diorama display, and you can see a table full of foods. And one thing you might not notice, just take a look at his face. Yup, this is an entirely new face for Goku, whereby we can see his funniness. He likes to stuff all the food in his mouth. So I believe they will be using this face like a gimmick for us to actually grab this diorama piece all together. And I do hope there will be another similar face for Vegeta so that both of them can eat together.
Wow, this is good stuff!
And in my previous toy news, I did mention that there was a tease of a tail that I say that is Janemba. I was half correct. Okay, so the correct part is it is Janemba, but the wrong part is it's not from the SH Figuarts. It's actually from the Figuarts Zero, okay, which looks pretty good, but I'm lucky to say that I'm not into this line, so that wow, I can save myself some money there. Okay, so we are done with Dragon Ball so far, and let's get through the Marvels. We will take a look at the Black Widow display first that we can see right now. Okay, so there's nothing new. There's a Taskmaster and the shoddy Black Widow that we already get, but there's something new, which is the white suit Black Widow. Okay, so let's take a closer look. Yes, she does looks pretty good there, and the face is again, I think they nailed the Scarlett Johansson's likeness pretty well, and we can see there's a long hair that actually, it might actually, you know, hinder some of the articulation, especially for the heads. Yeah, so let's hope that these pieces of hair are the soft plastic and not the hard ones. The next one, let's move on to the Avengers Infinity War, whereby we can see, wow, there's a whole bunch of people there, and most of it is already out for pre-order. So we can take a look at the Doctor Strange, which looks pretty good there, and it's already on pre-order, and Gamora, wow, I don't think they have improved her face much, still looking pretty bad to me. And one thing I do notice is, do you think that this is a new Thanos? Because the armor kind of looks very glossy to me, like especially on the gold part, it looks very shiny, and I don't remember the old one being that good looking, so it could be something like a new Thanos again. And next, let's move on to the Avengers. We can see there are 3 figures, Mark 7, Nick Fury, as well as Loki, and of course we all know that the one that is new is this Nick Fury, and is already up for pre-order in Army today as well. In the next display, which I think is a very interesting one, because there are 4 characters which are all brand new. So we can see there are Captain America, Iron Man Mark 7, Thor, as well as Hulk. So let's take a look at each one of it. So we'll take a look at the Captain America first, and he just looks very similar to the ones that has just recently been released, which is the Cap versus Cap. Yeah, just that we can see the shield is actually have dirt on it, and the head sculpt I think is a new one that is not in the Cap versus Cap figures. The next one is the Iron Man Mark 6, sorry that I say Mark 7 just now. So this is like the better damage version of Mark 6. Wow, it just looks pretty good there. And this next one of course is Hulk, which I think is pretty similar to this one, just that it has a more purplish pants, and I think they actually redo the head sculpt a little, which I'm not really fancy about, because as you can see from this one, this really looks like an angry version of Hulk with his mouth open, and this one just looks a little bit funny. I mean, like he's shouting, but he's not really like that angry kind of shouting. Okay, yeah, I do hope that they actually improve on that. And the last one is the Thor that we all been waiting for. Wow, doesn't he just looks beautiful? My goodness, I think I'm gonna grab this Thor for sure. Wow, just looks very good there. And last display of the Marvel is the Avengers Endgame. So as we can see, there are a few new figures there, but it's all up for pre-orders except for the War Machine Mark 7 Iron Patriot, which I think some of us has been waiting for, because the Marvel Legends one is looking pretty good, but we all know that we wanted an SH Figuarts version of it, and here it is. Wow, it just looks very shiny and very majestic kind of look. You can even see they need two stands to actually hold him up. Okay, so I believe this guy here has some weight on it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this toy news. Do give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course always feel free to leave me any comments below, or anything that you think about all these new upcoming figures from the Marvel as well as from the Dragon Ball lines. I would like to hear from you. Do leave me a message down below. And before you leave, of course, I hope you check out my playlist at the top right corner, and also do browse around my channel for more interesting toy news such as this one, and I'll see you in those toy news. Bye.